Hello again, this is Zephyr Green playing Diablo 1. This is part 5 so far. And what do we've got here? Got some staves to sell.
It's a big black mushroom.
So we are on the Black Mushroom quest. I'm going to sell these. Sell that. Scroll. Let's see what she's got. I don't remember. Oh, only scrolls. Okay. We'll continue forward. Probably throw some of this gold down. So on this channel, I tend to talk about game mechanics versus game advice. I try to do my best to get those correct. And I've been doing a little bit more towards kind of double-checking things before I talk about them. But I want to correct some things that were posted on the channel itself. As I am going off of Geralf's Guide to Diablo 1 and Hellfire. And there are some things in there that are not mentioned. And so I didn't clarify them in my notes. So some basic stuff. 2-hit chance. Yes, it visually goes over 100% here. And we do want more than 100% here. Because it's not showing us the average tally. Like it might do in Diablo 2 or Path of Exile or Grim Dawn or something like that. It's just showing us our raw data here. And in Diablo 1, it was just every percentage point of 2-hit is a percentage point of 2-hit. So if the opponent has, 50 AC armor class, then this gets reduced by 50. There's other parts of the math there. But the general gist is what I'm trying to get to is that it does cap out at 95% or 5% minimum as well. And that's true in Diablo 2 as well for the percentages. Why am I doing that? That's the book we want to read. We want 25 magic, but we want to get that as much as possible from items like a ring, if possible. And the reason for that, for me at least, is I don't want to invest in magic as much as possible. If I invest in magic, I'm losing points in, say, dexterity or strength. And while strength is eventually capped off in Diablo 1 for the rogue and the sorcerer, the non-warrior classes, we do still want that stat to be able to equip our gear. We may or may... I don't actually care about clicking the untrap button. We may or may not want, max stats for things like armor. But I do want to be pretty strong, since I am melee.
Now that is a big mushroom.
I've always thought they say that weird. Anyway... that is a big mushroom. It takes the inventory space of a hat. We do need a better weapon. Eventually, we need a better weapon. I think on a different character, I'm actually doing a sorcerer on the side here to kind of remember how the sorcerer works, magic works, and stuff like that. My sorcerer is a little bit deeper, I think level like 10 or 11. And I got some very different enemies on the floors down here than this character did. It's a fun little fact that both Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 actually have randomized enemies. Diablo 1 is a little bit more truly randomized, where it's picking stuff from a pool, and I'm just gonna Go straight down, I guess. We'll do the black mushroom when we fill up. Only hit them once generally here, because they walk away. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Well, it'll keep us busy here in this doorway. In Diablo 2, it's more enemy sets that are randomized instead of enemies themselves. So I'm trying to remember how it works in Diablo 1. I believe it's 3 enemies per floor are picked. Whereas in Diablo 2, it's basically 2 sets that randomize more or less 50-50. If you're familiar with Diablo 2, that's where you get like the electric gloams in on the route to Baal. So you can just in Diablo 2 you can just reset the map by creating a new world, and just think you're guaranteed to get the opposite when you do that, the opposite set. Whereas in here, it is set by floor, not by zone, and it's set by individual enemies and not by... Ow, that hurts. A lot of projectiles. By individual enemies and such, is what I was trying to say. And so we're getting bigger mixtures. Oh my gosh. Get off me. Okay, let's go through the door. Let's get through the door. That's not actually helping us because they can throw through the door. That's actually helping for the yellow dudes, though. The weavers. Okay, we're gonna go back through the door. Where'd you come from? It was like clicking on the doorway instead of the enemies for some reason. Ah, my shield is gonna break. A lot of blocking there. A lot of stun lock. Another correction I wanted to make, again, from the commentary on the videos. I apparently didn't know or remember this correctly. Lifesteal cannot work on arrows. I didn't already say that. So the Helm of the Undead Crown, and there's another one, I don't remember its name. While these are the only lifesteal sources that are not on melee weapons to begin with, you cannot otherwise lifesteal from arrows. And I guess that was pretty common logic back then, too. Diablo 2 erased that logic, so to say. But if you go back to, like, Book of Guardian. We're starting to fill up here. A lot of potions on the ground. Let's go to Dexterity. Warcraft 3 actually made it so lifesteal was primarily melee as well. There was the Vampiric Mask that allowed any character to lifesteal, whether they were ranged or melee. But the primary source of lifesteal in Warcraft 3 was actually the Vampiric Aura, which required you to be a melee unit. Now, it's definitely a different kind of game. You're not primarily focused on a single character there. And you're looking at more of a whole army scenario, with especially...
Now where would I put this?
I don't know, but I'm going to pick it up. And let's go to town. You're dealing with things like ghouls, which died really quickly anyways, and abominations, and of course your heroes for the undead faction. And of course, if you were in 2v2, 3v3, whatever, Warcraft 3 had some pretty fun multiplayer there, with upwards of 4v4 being absolutely pure chaos. Resist fire and 24 armor, so useless to us right now. Let's throw this over here, throw that over here.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
That bow is kind of like our weapon. Pierces the enemy's defenses. That's just their base AC. It's just like enemies have like armor class. They have a base. Like every player has a base to hit to monsters, and then the enemies have like an AC rating. So like they might have an AC of 20 or 25 or 50 or something like that. The like big knights in the later areas near Hell are the ones that have kind of probably the craziest armor class. Those guys are really hard to hit if you don't have really insane high chance to hit.
Yes. I sense a soul in search of
See if you have anything of value. Nope. So the ignores target's armor is quite literally just ignoring kind of their base armor, not their entire AC as far as I understand it. Which is how it, I think, technically sort of works in Diablo 2. I think it's a little more inclusive in Diablo 2 because their base armor is just everything.
What ails you, my friend?
Buy items. Do you have elixirs yet? Nope. So a mechanic that exists in Diablo 1 and is kind of strange even is these elixirs of stat name. So you can get elixir of strength, magic, dexterity, vitality. I think you can get all four. Pretty sure. Maybe you can't get vitality. Pretty sure you can get all four. Anyway, you can get elixirs. They increase your stats. And they are single use and they are permanent. So there's a bunch of stuff that you can do there. We're about to get a quest variant of the elixir. So when you do the black mushroom quest, as I'm currently doing, you find the black mushroom. You can't pick the mushroom patch yet, but you can find the mushroom patch, which tells you that the tome is nearby. You can then find the tome.
Excellent.
And then I don't want to actually put it... There we go. Picking it up because I opened my inventory. Then you get the tome. You take the tome to the witch. Then the first enemy or so that you kill, I think it's the first enemy, always, will drop a brain. And then if you actually talk to the witch again, she'll tell you to go talk to the healer, that he was looking for something for this elixir.
What? I sense
And then,
a soul in search
as I
of
skip the
answers.
dialogue here, she will then tell you to just keep the elixir for yourself. So we just got 3 to all stats, I believe. Pretty sure that's what that was. Math doesn't work on the dexterity. Let me Google, let me look at this. Elixir. So I'm not It is 3 to all stats. I apparently have a weird dexterity number, probably from a shrine, messing with my stats. Yeah. Okay, we still have 2 scrolls of Town Portal. I don't need all this mana potion stuff. I'll just throw that on the ground. Scroll of healing is nice, I suppose. Reorganize a little bit. I guess since we're here, we'll identify this.
Well, what can I do for you?
Oh, identify first.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Fast attack and 91% damage. That's... Can I get that on a sword, please?
Well, what can I
Like,
do
that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
for
I
you?
leveled up in there, so maybe... Pearl Longsword of Blood. Resist magic and steals life. Well, I already steal life. 2 to 10. What is this one? 4 to 8. 2 to 10, 4 to 8. That's the same... That's the same ratio of hit damage. Resist magic isn't bad. We already have lifesteal though, and it's
Oh, what can I do for you?
relatively expensive. I don't know that it's worth it. It's got twice the durability, so it won't break. But nah. Actually, let's look at basic items. Maybe there's a basic sword that's better.
Well, what can I do for you?
There's an axe, that's two-handed. There's club, don't want the club. And so, no, there's nothing basic for us today. I think that's a strength. Yeah, that's a strength weapon. 1 to 8 is absolute garbage ratio there, in my opinion. It's a lower level. I think it's a lower level item, so it's 1 to 8, which gives you max damage that you probably wouldn't otherwise have. Down to level 11. We probably don't want to do that quite yet. Kind of hugging the walls. Might have some invis enemies pop up out of nowhere and surround me. I've talked a lot about the slowness of Diablo 1. I mean, this isn't like entirely slow. It is still a dungeon crawler, so it is slower in that sense. I think one of the things that, and I've mentioned this before, but I think one of the things that it just benefits the slower pace of combat specifically, not just the overall game feel, but the combat itself, is that you can have these more one-on-one, one-on-three battles. They can feel scary. They can feel dangerous. Where you kind of get into Diablo 2 and stuff is running at you at Mach 7, and especially in higher difficulty levels. Oh my gosh. Hit something. I just need 2 hits. There we go. And there's another one of these dudes. Okay. So, like, that's nerve-wracking for me. I don't know if I can survive that. And it's going to be a slow and painful death. I've got just enough lifesteal and just enough hits and, you know. Now, being stun locked does not feel good. Not one bit. There's definitely a feeling of helplessness there. Beautiful. I like that. Can't use it yet, but I like it. We'll keep that around in the near future until we read the book, I guess. Mana Shield does cost, I think, 33, exactly 33 mana or something like that. So it can get kind of weird in that sense. We only have 52 mana. Come on. Just one at a time. We can do this. Here, puppy. That's a big puppy. Thought there was another dog there. Oh, jeez. Hey, where'd you come from? Oh, you came from over there. Okay. Okay, we'll handle this. One potion. Just one at a time. Oh my gosh. A charge attack. I think the charge attack feels a lot more fair in Diablo 1 than potentially it could feel in like Diablo 2 or even Diablo 3. There are some enemies that charge attack in Diablo 3. But I think that comes from, again, the slower combat feel. Come on. I just need to hit, like, once. Okay. We're playing Doorway Simulator here. That's not what I'm trying to hit. Faster blocking would be so nice. Ooh, an amulet. But I think it just gives opening to more interesting enemies, is what I was going for there. Let me see what my... So I do kind of think that this character is silly. I'm just kind of doing stupid stuff, so to say, where I'm forcing myself to use a sword and a shield, which actually turns out to be decent to good. But block speed is still killing me, basically. But otherwise, seems to be pretty good. Yeah, get sliced. We're gonna need potions. Used a lot of potions in here. Some of you might be familiar with the game a little bit more and be asking, why are you not just buying potions of full health? I don't care. At this point, I probably will by the time I'm in a deeper dungeon area. But with my health pool and the amount of chunking that enemies are doing, my goal is to just kind of stay alive as best as I can. and I'm risking like a critical heal, basically. I do have that lifesteal, and so with the lifesteal and some, you know, chance, basically, I should be able to generally survive.
Stay a while and listen.
What do we get? 25 to vitality. That's a lot of health. We sacrifice lightning resist for fire resist. We do take more damage. We lose the light radius thing, which technically aggroes enemies. So I'm okay with losing the light radius. We lose 5 to magic, and we're really trying to get more magic, not less, but we can also use this staff as well. I might do the thing that I don't want to do, which is invest actual points into magic. But I also want to avoid being too min-maxy here, because I don't want to be that guy. We're just chilling. We're just having fun. We're not min-maxing. But I'm trying to play kind of stupid, too. Like, just, oh, yeah, I'm just going to dump everything into dexterity. You know? Doesn't feel smart. Maybe it is smart, but it doesn't feel smart, right? We haven't saved in the entire run. Let's do that. I don't want to start over. There's kind of only level... Oh my gosh. This is scary. No, absolutely not. Oh, we aggroed something. I think there's one more of those floating around, but maybe I'm wrong. Huh. I don't know how to and go around that corner. That is a lot of dudes. Maybe if I can aggro them this way, they'll sit down there and split up. Oh. Hello there, Archer Man. You're gonna run away, of course. Okay, we're just gonna go all the way back here and see if there's another route around here. And if they aggro this way, that is also good. Aha! Pinned you against a wall. You know, for 1996, I will say this lava looks great. And I love it. And I don't know how much of the mod is actually doing work on some of that as well. Come on. Inching forward here. There's a door over here. Get me out of the poison. Okay, just experience from killing those guys, nothing. Oh, I could have gone that way. Let's see here. I want to check something. The poison spitter's damage is magic, since poison did not yet exist as a damage type. Neat. So, more like Path of Exile than I realize. Although I still prefer a magic damage concept. I feel like arcane or magic or holy or something like that. I think it just fits in something like this. Okay, that was a weird square reversal. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Can I please attack? I want a turn. I would like a turn. Full helm. Potion of healing. There's the wall of enemies. What's my 0 magic? Resist, so their poison does hurt. Come on. Can I get you to aggro this way? Here, boy. Come on. One or more of you, please come this way. Aha. Gotcha. No, don't go that way. Funny thing is that because it's all grid space, they're looking like they're moving, but they're still technically in that grid. That's why you snap back. So when they get hit, their walking animation, so to call it, is being canceled, and so they're snapping back to the grid where they're actually technically still at. Yeah, they might be... That's the wrong button. They might be, you know, 50, 60, 70% into the next grid space, but if the animation hasn't finished, they're not in the next grid space yet. I am wearing this. So 25 vitality is 37 health. Yeah, it checks out. I don't think I can do that corner. I just don't know that I can get to it. There's too many dudes right there, and they're all ranged. The succubi are going to be really fun, I'm sure, in the hell zones. Well, I think we're just going to go down. Wish me luck. That means we're sacrificing some experience here. And items. And gold. And whatnot. That's why I normally do a full complete of each level. So that I don't have to reset the world. But you gotta pick your battles, and that's a battle I don't think I can pick. There's just too many of them. Don't want to bite off more than I can chew. It would probably take me a whole potion belt, basically, to get in there, and that doesn't guarantee me that I'm going to kill them before they stagger me to death. So. The flayed one. Hello. He was very cautious about coming towards me. Yes. Yes. I'd like to say hi with my blade. Fun fact, Diablo 2 is actually still grid-based. It's just a smaller grid system, which allows you a little bit of a less grid-like feel. More subdivisions, so to say. But it leads to a lot of the melee being super bizarre in Diablo 2, in my opinion. Different weapons have different ranges in Diablo 2. So if you're using like a pole or a pole arm or a spear or something, you might have like 4 range or 5 range. I think 5 is the max. So like there's a stat called range adder. And so everything has like a range of like 1, because like 0 and 1 is the same thing. But it's basically plus 0, so it has to have a range. So like the cat claws, the Katars or whatever, for the assassin would be like range 1 or range 0, however you want to say it. Whereas the like long sword might be plus 2 or plus 1. And the I'm thankful for the 35% fire resist right now. That's handy dandy. I find it interesting that the fire does not cause a hit stun. Sorry, I need to check the time. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Why am I missing? I just need to hit like once, which would stagger one of them, which would allow me to hit twice, which would, you know, cascade into success. Okay. Luckily, they don't do too much damage. My armor just must be absolute garbage here. I can block you all day until my shield breaks. Ah. We need better armor class, I guess, because they're just hitting my shield over and over, which is staggering me. They probably do enough damage to stagger me either way, so... Oh, jeez. This does not look like it's going to end well. But looks can be deceiving. These guys don't stagger me to the end of the world. Whew. Okay, we have one sound portal. We do need to probably go back and use that, or we're gonna die. That's the wrong button. That button is V, and I'm trying to hit C because I have C set to the inventory. I have A for attributes and C for, like, character, however you want to put that. Large axe of bashing. We already identified this, apparently.
What can I do for you?
Do not sell that.
What ails you, my friend?
So I'm at the point where buying full health might be smart soon, or is smart right now. Just gonna buy a bunch of these. How many did we buy? A lot. We bought a lot. Let's see if there's anything to buy over here. Actually, we should have checked this guy first. He might not have recycled his inventory yet.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Resist all and 19 to magic. What would we lose, though? We'd have 7 less armor, so we're getting hit more often. We have 27 more mana. Resist all 27 is huge. No, don't repair that. We'd lose fastest hit recovery. I think that'd be the biggest issue. And as a melee character, I feel like that's probably something I don't want to lose. Although, we're not going into hit recovery, we're going into stun recovery. Maybe it's not necessarily a bad decision. Also, -3 damage from enemies, that's only in... Bad my shield changes. There we go. I don't know why it wasn't picking up. Is that enough? Do I have enough gold? Mr. Moneybags over here. This helmet is going to be falling off pretty quick as we get into kind of this mana character. So a Sword of the Bat might actually be better because the mana shield will reduce damage at 33%, which is pretty big. And then if we can mana leech that and keep up, we're not going to be casting spells that much. And if we do, it's going to be something like healing, which might be stupid. We might also want to sacrifice something like this for a different ring. We got some rings down here. What are these rings? Amber is probably a resist. Got chance to hit and a resist all. So I'm going to actually put that there. Or that. Let's do that. I'll throw the jewelry over here. What shield was this? Large shield. Resist all 20%, 8 armor. 2 to strength, light radius, and altered durability. Outside of the 2 to strength, would we benefiting from anything here? We lose 1 damage from the strength. I don't know that that's all that much difference. It's 2 armor difference. We'd have... Oh, we don't have the strength for it. That's why I probably threw it here. Red. Throw it here. There was originally an order to my madness here where, like, the unique items were over here. Black Razor, what was this one? Oh, yeah. Really weird weapon. Okay, now we can actually use... I mean, I guess we can. We can use Flash. Stone Curse. Where's my Book of Mana Shield? I had a Book of Mana Shield. Did I put it over here? It's this one. So we will reset every time we go through a portal. We don't want to go through portals too often, or stairways, if we can help it. And we'll put the gold back down here. We'll keep this one. That way I have more space for gold if I hit the 5,000 cap on the slot slower.
I sense a soul in search
What do
of
you
answers.
got? What do you got? Book of Guardian. Staff of Lightning. This almost doubles our mana. We can use Mana Shield here. But that requires us to take off our sword and shield every single time. Scrolls of healing are nice, but I've got plenty of potions. Oh, we need... Town Portal Scrolls. Town Portal Scrolls. That was almost a huge mistake. A costly mistake. Now I gotta go pick up gold. So, like, TDM like this, I don't really care for. The need to put gold in individual slots. I'm glad that, like, later games completely removed this.
I sense a soul
And that's
in
just me.
search of answers.
You can have your own opinions. But maybe you shouldn't. I'm just kidding. Anyways. I think that's probably the general consensus as well. There might be some diehards that, you know, really like the need to hold the gold in your inventory, but I like the idea that, you know, you have a little bag of gold or something, and that these pieces are really tiny little pieces of gold, slivers of gold even. And, or maybe it's by weight. You know, maybe it's gold pieces, but they're all different pieces, different sizes and weights and things, and putting them on a scale, old school style. Well, this is exciting. That was a lot of dudes. That's the only one that actually staggered me the whole time, I think. Yeah, Mana Shield didn't pan out very well there. I think we'd have to have Mana Leech before we actually can... Ow. Before we can actually make use of it, sadly. Probably have to be decent, like, amounts of Mana Leech, too. We're just tanking too many hits. There's way too many hits. Hey, he's just like hiding in the corner. Surprise! I found you. I can be a little bit goofy, maybe. A bit. Might have noticed it's even increased as this channel has aged. This channel was started a long time ago, but it was primarily related to Salt and Sanctuary's modding stuff. When I kind of rebooted it about 2 years ago. That's almost perfectly 2 years ago now. January 2024. Please just go away. You're not my friend anymore. I have kids, small children, and so I feel like I'm becoming goofier and whatnot as they age. Might get into dad jokes eventually, you know. It's just an unknown for me right now. But I think you calculated the distance there wrong, buddy. Tried to breathe fire on me and missed. Okay. Scroll of Golem. 51 magic. So here's what I'm going to do. The same thing I've been doing. All into dexterity. Smart or not, we'll find out. Since we leveled up, I'm just going to do this for the sake of doing it. Oh, if only that was this. I guess that'd be bad because we don't have the strength. This won't sell for anything because it's not magic. Oh, he's still alive. But yeah, this costing 33 mana. I had it right. It means that most of my mana is already gone by the time I've actually used it. So that's maybe not as good as I want it to be. It is an extra health pool, but since we have lifesteal, our health pool is actually okay. I'm not trying to close the door. Yeah, we gained like maybe 10 health or so from some swings there. Very slowly creeping around the corner here. Oh, that's a whole nother room over there. Room back here as well. Give me a second here. Reposition my microphone. We are on level 11, just to give you a sense of how far away we are from the end here. We're on level 11. There are 16 floors in Diablo 1. Naturally, Diablo is on that 16th floor. You have to pull like 4 levers to get to him. Ooh. We're not going to be able to wear that anytime soon. What's our shield doing? Sword's wearing out. I don't have a strong call to action question this time. Couldn't really think of something that I haven't already thought of. But hopefully you're still enjoying the video. Oh. It changes no matter what armor you have, I guess. As long as you're wearing a certain armor, it changes your shield. Oh boy. Can we not stand on the corner there? Oh, they can go around the other corner. That's great. That's great. As long as they're breathing fire, I'm not actually that concerned. Yeah, see, and then he starts swinging his giant hacking whatever blade that is. Like a giant hell machete. Let's see here. What is around this corner? These guys. Oh. Why, hello there. Did you not see me? You just kind of stood there. I fight one of you and don't get hit, but I fight 3 of you and every single hit connects. Even if I'm fighting you 1v1. There we go. Really badly need a better shield. Really badly. I don't know that I'm going to be able to find it very, very easily either. We want that very specific stat of faster block. It'll cut our block speed in half. Just like I want to cut these guys in half. Okay. It's actually a little alcove. Kind of. Continue meandering. Meander one way, meander the other way. Gold. There's gold. I think we actually cleared out pretty much everything. There might be a couple enemies down in there, but I think we're done with the level. Let's see what we got in the next region. I do need to start wrapping up. We're at about an hour. That's what I can give you guys. About an hour a week right now. No, that's not... No. Do not click the stairs. What do we got down here? So far, nothing. That's very concerning. When there's nothing, that means there's a bunch of stuff clumped together. My experience, anyways. I always appreciated how close the stairwells are to each other. Just in case you didn't have a town portal. You can, functionally get where you need to be. Okay, so a higher level version of the same thing. No, don't step in it. Okay, whatever. Come here. What are you doing? So thankful the fire breath doesn't stagger. I'd be absolutely decimated if it did. Hey, you figured out how to go around the corner. Oh my gosh. Kai shield. What does this do? 15 armor. 10 armor. Requires a ton of strength, though. That's going to be our downfall, is the strength. How dare you need me to invest in strength? Okay, I'm going to identify this and wrap up.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Oh, nice. -7 to all attributes.
Whoa,
Yeah.
for you.
I just wanted to see the stats on that shield when I picked it up. Crown of the Stars. 9 to all attributes. That's pretty good. That would give us some strength. Absorbs trap damage. You know, I've never seen the value in that, but that's just me. Why couldn't this be like steals 3% of damage as mana? That'd be nice. No, nothing.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Let's see. Buy basic items. Let's see what he's got. Anything of value? No, nothing of value. Let's go see if Wirt has anything of value. Let's go talk to our boy Wirt. Go save as well. Well, as usual, thanks for tuning in. We're going to talk to Wirt, and then I'm going to sign off, so to say. Hope this made your day a little bit better, and that's pretty good. Is it 27,000 good? I don't know if it's 27,000 good, but it's pretty good. That would put us 57, and 75 would be max for fire. Pretty good. I'd probably rather have something like resist and faster block on a shield, but anyway. But yeah, hope this day made your day a little bit better. Hope you learned a little bit more about Diablo 1 with my ramblings and a few corrections there. And I guess Merry Christmas. This video should be released on Christmas. So until next time, take care of yourselves.